go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the... And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On the return is Jones. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Pham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Watson now on second down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Again, it's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Two and now on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2 and now on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
To his throw, pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Forced out to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Extra point try now for Santoso. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. After the interception, here's Watson. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams, 83 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Tua. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin this drive with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He hits Adams complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Here's Tua. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Lawrence Cager, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, Tagovailoa. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking deep for Adams. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. This caught by Fant toward the sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41. Tua going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Yards.
And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 29, Watson eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air yet again, Watson. It's caught here by Adams.
Touchdown, Washington.
It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He gets this one to Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Does the big boy have the juice?
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. There he goes left side.
Come on, bring it, baby.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Bradley Pinion sets their kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Thomas, 74 yards. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Lawrence Cager with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flush to his right. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams, 55 yards.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net. Negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time of what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Watson's throw taken in by Adams.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Flush to his right. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Davante Adams from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line. Dancing to his left.
Going right back to Fant.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Noah Fant, 32 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu